Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my friends. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello, Hazy. Hello, Katie. Hello. Hi, Veronica. How are you doing? Hello, Anne. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Smem. Hello, Char. Hi, everybody. Hello, Hector. Hello, Jonna. Hi, Giselle. Hello, Nevaeh. Hello, Georgie. Hi, Caitlin. Hello, Ebeth, Amber, Ken, Ronnie, Rebecca, hello. Nicole, Angel, hello. Amara, of course, we're ordering dessert. Hello, Shane. Hello, Michaela. Hello, Felix. How you doing? Hello, your fave. Hello, Pebbles. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Nola Void. I'm feeling okay. How are you doing? I can never write because I didn't subscribe. I'm sorry. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Darcy. Hello, Marie. Hello, Cindy and Angel. Hi, Angel. How are you doing, my friends? How's everyone doing? Hello, Monkey. Hello, Jish. Hello, Dlamani. I have important news. I was able to eat a banana. Congratulations. Char's feeling kind of sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Hello, Megan from the UK. Would I consider lip fillers now? Hello, Darcy. Hello, Ken. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm happy to see y'all. I'm doing okay today. Yeah. Hello, Matt. Hello, Paige. Hello, Victoria. How's everyone today? Hello, Chris. Hi. What's going on? Yes, Canista, next Wednesday. Welcome back, April. Hello, Hith. Do we have the same? Do I have any specific product recommendations for my hair? I use I use leave-in conditioner, Paul Mitchell leave-in conditioner. Yeah, that's my main product. Is my name Lily or Tino? It is Lily. My last name is Contino, so that's where the Tino comes from. Hello, Laura. Dye my hair pink. Ooh, I don't know about pink. Where am I eating? Italian restaurant. Hello from the UK. How's it going? Thank you, Alicia. Hello, Mochi. When you transition and change your first name, did you also change your middle? Yes. I'm Lily Maya Contino. Are you originally Italian? Yes, I have some strong Italian roots. Can you give us a rundown of my skincare routine? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Um, I wash my face in the evenings. That's about it. I use like a pretty cheap uh, face wash, and yeah. I'm not going to get top surgery. How was Twitch yesterday? Twitch was good. Hello, everybody. Twitch was good. It was interesting, and I've decided that I'm going to start doing Twitch every Wednesday from now on. Darcy got approved for your forehead and orbital surgery on August 13th. Congrats. That's awesome. Amro, I wouldn't say no as long as it was safe for me. What foundation do I use? Oh, thank you, Enigma. I do not use foundation. I mean, I have foundation, but I'm not wearing it right now, but I appreciate it. Is this not sub-only chat? Not yet. I'm sure we'll get there. Thank you, Xmas. Hello, Jalen. For the most part, these are really nice comments. Nick says, no hate, but is that a wig? No, it's not a wig. It is very much my real hair. I did just get on Nameless. Oh, there it is. What lipstick do I use? This is a Maybelline Superstay. I can show you. How does it feel to be about 1 month out from FFS? Yeah, it was 6 weeks yesterday. It feels good. It feels good. Thank you, Jessica. Hello. How old am I? I'm 32. Hello, Lid. Hello from North Carolina. You like the lip combo? Thank you. It's this thing. Maybelline 24 color. When is my face surgery? It happened about 6 weeks ago. Number 005 is the color. As a curly girl, what products? Paul Mitchell Tea Tree. Oh, cool. Hello, Annabelle. Hello, Carly. Hello from Belgium. Hi, Alex. Thank you. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Vinny. Nope. Thank you. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Vinny. Nope, my fringe, it's not curled. This is exactly how my hair comes out. Thank you, Angela. Hello to Ava. Olivia, hello. Hi, everyone. Hello from Switzerland. Hello from Virginia. Hello, Juno. What age did I begin transitioning? 27. My favorite pasta shape? Jeez. Bucatini comes to mind. Have I been to New York City? I have. Thank you. Someone said my eyes were pretty. Who said that? That was Vinny. Thank you. I'm 32. Why did I start transitioning at 27? Because that's when I realized that I was trans. Thank you, user. Did I always know I was a girl? I actually didn't. I realized it at 27 and immediately started transitioning. Hello, Jessica. How's it going? Am I a woman? I'm a woman, singular. I am not multiple women, but I am a woman, yes. Is my hair naturally curly? It is. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Curdia. What made me realize, I'd been kind of stewing on it in 2020, and then by the end of the year, it hit me. It was a lot of soul searching and also just trying on women's clothes and feeling good about it. Yeah. What restaurant am I trying? This is an Italian restaurant, a very nice one. Oh, wow. Someone, an interesting person. Get out of here. Celeste from Jake. How many years have passed? I guess it could be you. You're not the Celeste that I remember being like this tall, are you? There's no way. Is that you? I remember you. You're Italian. That's crazy. Maybe? Really? Wow. Wow. Well, hello. I remember you. I mean, I remember. Yeah. Cool. Good to see you again. Of course I remember you. I mean, it wasn't that big of a program. Anyways. Someone asked what the worst thing about being trans is. Hello, Maddie. I don't think there is anything. I mean, being yourself is great. So, I mean, I like how softer your face is getting. Thank you, Lid. Hello, Madison. How's it going? You have to show the hair routine. Am I on hormones? I am. Hello, Abby. Did the pandemic have anything to do with your transition? I mean, it's not like COVID made me trans. No one becomes trans. You just are or you aren't. But the pandemic, for a lot of people, was a thing that made us all kind of just like, it forced us all to sit down and think about our lives. We had nothing else to do, right? We literally were just stuck inside and we weren't allowed to go anywhere. Thank you, Michelle, for subscribing. Oh, wow. So that kind of introspection helped me get there. But I was already, even pre-pandemic, I was on path. I was on track. I don't know if it would have happened later or quicker, but a lot of people, myself included, call the pandemic the Great Awakening for some trans people because, like I said, it kind of forced a lot of people to introspect and think about who they really are. And I certainly am among one of those people. Thank you, Peyton. Will my voice change eventually? No, my voice won't change. Thank you, Michelle. What's the rudest thing anyone has said to me because I'm trans? If you go to my comment section, you can see some pretty rude ones. But yeah, honestly, this comment section. Am I going to have a voice or chest surgery? That's a good question. Voice, no. Chest, no. Neither. I'm not going to get either of those. Hi, I'm a girl and want to be a boy. Is that okay? Yes, very much so. How am I healing? I'm healing pretty good. Here, I can kind of show you. Healing pretty well. I mean, there's no pain. It's great. Anyways, let's go ahead and go sub only for now. Actually, you know what? We'll give it a few more minutes. Did someone just subscribe? Someone subscribed, right? There it is. Brandy, thank you for subscribing. Cheers. Opa, appreciate you. Have I eaten yet? No, we haven't even ordered a drink yet. Someone says they have top surgery in June. That's great. Good for you. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Emily. If you have a question, just go ahead and ask it. Why did I choose the name Lily? It just felt right. It was a name I've always loved. It just felt right. I'd love to see you with straightened hair. Thank you, Daniela. You can see me with straightened hair. If you go into my, all the videos I posted, there's one specifically maybe from two months ago, maybe 3 months ago, where it's just like a bunch of pictures you can swipe through. That I have straightened hair in all those pictures. What's your recommendation for someone who's considering transitioning? Well, my friend, do I have a recommendation? First and foremost, do it. If you are trans, not transitioning is the worst thing you could do, right? It's like finding out who you really are, trans person, and then denying yourself living truthfully is like brutal, right? Why would you do that to yourself? If you know you're trans, even if it's hard to come out, you have to come out. I mean, you don't have to, but you're going to be miserable until you do. Like, your life will never be truly happy if you don't. In terms of first steps, first you probably already know, but kind of figure out what coming out looks like. You know, who you want to tell. If you're going to be safe, you have to be safe first. If you're going to come out and you think you might not be safe, you got to wait until you are in a safe place to do it, right? Thank you. I do stuff for subscribing. Cheers. New style of hair? I don't know. Is it new? Kind of. Not really. I've been pulling it forward lately. Don't you think a voice change would help with being misgendered? Maybe, but I'm not going to change my voice for someone else, right? I'm changing my voice. Well, if I ever did want to change my voice, which currently I don't, it would be for me and not for someone else, you know? Like, it's the wrong move to change yourself because of someone else or the way that other people perceive you. I want to change because it's the way that feels good for me. Does that make sense? There's like a big difference. Well, I take the Adam's apple off. Well, good news, it's gone. I have no Adam's apple. It's gone. But being trans is about changing yourself. No, it's about being yourself. You're not changing who you are. You're becoming who you've always been. Does that make sense? You have an identity crisis. What do you mean, Zoe? What's your identity crisis? Hello, Sherry. I'm glad you went for this. Hold on, someone said, I'm glad you went for the necklace. It's pretty. Thank you. What is Opa? It's literally just like it's from my big fat Greek wedding. It's just like a fun thing to say when we cheers. Hello, Jeff. Your style seems to have changed. Interesting. My style has been changing for a while. I mean, if you go through my lives, like, you'll see a bunch of different fashion phases. I'm kind of doing what I didn't get to do in my teens, which is to figure out my style. Because I'm 4 years into my transition, and I've gone through a lot of different styles, and I'm getting closer and closer to the one that fits me. This is a style, but maybe in a month I'll be wearing something different. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, Trish gave a gifted sub. I missed it. Sorry, the comments are going fast. Thank you, Trish. I appreciate you, my friend. Mwah. Also, we got a gift. Let's read it. It is a gift from boxes. Oh, this is sweet. This is from Christine. Hello, Christine. Hello, Christine. Christine sent $5. Thank you, Christine, and said, "You look lovely as always," with a red heart emoji. Thank you, my friend. Mwah. If you are subscribed, you can throw out the gas tank emojis. We didn't have those yesterday. Thank you, Trish. Trish gave the gifted subscription. Christine sent $5. Thank you, Christine. You're very sweet, and I appreciate you. Thank you for putting gas in the tank, my friend. Cheers. Would I ever go back to being male? Well, I was never male. I was always a girl. I just didn't know it. But would I ever detransition? Never. Hair color suits you well. Thank you. Hello again, Evelyn. Hello, Robin. Do I want to pass? If it happens, it happens. But I'm not like working. If I really wanted to pass, I would voice train. But it's not really high on my list of things. You've always come across as confident, but lately I've noticed a lightness, like a burden has lifted. Well, thank you, Christine. I'm not sure if you're the same Christine that gifted. You might be. But thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's FFS. Maybe. I'm definitely liking what I see in the mirror more. And yeah, I don't know. Anyways, if you have any theories, let me know. Zoe says, I'm considering my gender and I don't know what I am. Zoe, that's okay. You don't need to know who you are right now. You'll get there eventually. Cut yourself some slack. Know that it's okay to not be sure. It's okay to think, am I this? Am I that? Am I non-binary? Am I trans? Like, whatever it may be. Am I a boy? Am I a girl? Am I neither? Those kinds of questions are valuable in and of themselves. So ask the questions. Don't beat yourself up for not having an answer. Just asking the questions and thinking about it is good enough. And you can take as much time as you need. Why are people so mean? Great question. Rose said you didn't want bottom surgery and now you do. Can you talk about that a little? Sure, Rose. Bottom surgery is a big proposition. It's a major recovery. It's a big change. It's also very painful and a difficult recovery. So when in the past, when I've said I didn't want bottom surgery, I think what was happening was the extent to which I was suffering from bottom dysphoria was not quite clear to me, right? Like there was the day that I decided, right? The questioning process that finally brought me to actually, yes, I think I do want it, is if I could snap my fingers and all of a sudden the downstairs without any pain or anything at all just switches from the one thing I have now to the other thing, if it just switched, would I want that? The answer is, of course I'd want that, right? Duh, yes, please. Easiest yes ever. So it's like, well, if that's the case, I can get there. It's just a little bit harder. It's a little, there's some pain involved. There's some recovery process. There's things, but ultimately, yes, of course I want that. So that was the decision point. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Mods, pinning those questions was super duper helpful. We'll get to sub only chat. Don't worry. I think this is valuable every once in a while. I am still planning on getting bottom surgery later this year. Thank you, Tuxedo Boys. Thank you, Mods. Yes. What's my season? I'm not sure. How did you come out to family and friends? Well, I'm very lucky to have supportive family for the most part. My mom and dad and my sibling, they're all very supportive. I knew before I came out that this would be the case. There's no question in my mind that I'd have their support. My brother actually weirdly figured it out on his own, but my mom and dad did not. So I had to tell them. And it was like deep in the pandemic. They were stationed in Germany at the time. So it was over a Zoom call. And I tried to keep it short and sweet. I said, Mom, Dad, I'm trans. I'm using the name Lily now, and she, her pronouns. And I said the same thing to my friends that I came out to. It's nerve-wracking, but hopefully when you say these words, you'll find support, right? If you don't, that's another issue. But I was smart enough to make friends who mostly were very supportive. The only non-supportive people in my life were my dad's extended family. My dad's side, not including my dad, but like his siblings, most of them, not all of them, but like my aunts and uncles on that side and some of my cousins, not very nice. But they're no longer in my life. When's going to be the next surgery? Only one more, bottom surgery. That's it. What time is it for me? It is 1:48. Am I getting top surgery? No. Am I going to get dessert? Yes. Yes. Vocal surgery, I got no issues with it. It's just not for me. If I really wanted to change my voice, I would just train my voice. It's harder, right? You know, vocal surgery in theory is easier because you just like get it changed. But then from there, you kind of lose vocal range. You know. What do you think of parents who are unable to accept the idea that their child is trans? It's sad when it happens. It happens a lot, sadly. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're someone who's considering becoming a parent, you have to know that you don't get to choose how your child comes out, right? You don't get to choose what color hair they are. You don't get to choose like what their personality is. You don't get to choose their health issues or not health issues. Like you get what you get. And that is part and parcel with becoming a parent in the first place, right? So if you're not willing to accept a trans child when at the moment you decide to have a kid, you shouldn't have a kid, right? You just shouldn't. You have to be ready, not just a trans kid, but a queer kid, right? Any kind of kid. You have to be ready, and you have to be ready to love that kid. So if you're a parent who would not support their trans kid, it is my firm opinion that not only should you never have had kids, you are a bad parent. How do you deal with dysphoria? By transitioning. That's the whole idea behind transitioning is fighting back against gender dysphoria. There is only one treatment for gender dysphoria, and it is to transition, right? And transitioning looks different for different people. But yeah, it can be medically transitioning. It can be changing your name, your pronouns, your wardrobe, how you present, your voice, a whole bunch of stuff. I think, all right, mods, if there's any other good questions, we're getting there, subscribers, don't worry. All right, we'll go ahead. Oh, there's no difference between FFS and FHS. FHS is just kind of like the more updated term. There's the like facial feminization versus facial harmonization. It's just like it's honestly kind of semantics. Harmonization is more implies that that's the new term. It more implies that you're like kind of becoming the true version of yourself, as opposed to feminization, which maybe that's not exactly what you're looking for. It's not. FFS and facial feminization is still the widely accepted term, but I think like people in the medical field are starting to say FHS. Yeah. Do I want kids? No. Oh, I got plenty of mods. Don't worry. It's like fighting like a waterfall. There's only so much you can do. All right. I think. How do I deal with nastiness? Good friends, good family, therapist. Yeah. No, I do not want kids. There have been moments in my life where I've been like kind of like maybe, but and as I've gotten older, I'm just not. No. I like sleep. I'm not good at sleep already, okay? I'm bad at sleep as is. I like being able to not have responsibilities after like whatever time, once I'm done with doing stuff. Like, what do I think about trans people getting locked out of the military? I think it's awful. My dad served in the U.S. Army for like 25 years. And he served with plenty of trans people. Both out and not. And someone subscribed. Thank you to Vixen for subscribing. Cheers. Hello. I think it's awful. First off, there's not that many trans people in the military. There's really not. And it doesn't, like, could I have a hot tea, please? Chamomile? Thank you. The amount of paperwork that it's going to take to oust the small amount of people in the military, trans people in the military, is nothing compared to the symbolic weight that comes with that announcement, right? They're saying that trans people shouldn't be trusted, right? That's like the whole point behind it, is that, oh, you don't want to be serving next to those people because they're no good. That's the point behind kicking trans people out of the military. It's like the powers that be are saying something to everyone, right? They're saying, hey, don't trust these people, right? Which is awful because we're just normal people. So yeah, not okay. Was the recovery of my FFS affecting my mental health at all? Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely, especially around this time, like 3 to 6 weeks, which I'm just cresting over, comes with depression. Because you're over the worst of the recovery, and this is with any surgery, you're over the worst of the recovery, you're into the, you're kind of like plateauing, you're not seeing as many results day to day, like improvement. It's hard. I think I'm turning that corner. Do I want to get married one day? Maybe. I wouldn't say no to it. How do I deal with the nastiness? I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Good, supportive friends, family, and a great therapist. Yeah. Someone said normal is overrated. Keep being you. I agree to a certain extent, but I want to make it clear that trans people are normal. Trans people are normal. We're just like you, right? Like we do the things you do. We go out to restaurants. We go to the movies. We watch stupid shows on Netflix. Watching The Traders right now. That's my, like, you know, what's it called? Guilty pleasure show. Loving it. Play video games. Have pets. We get frustrated because, you know, things don't happen a certain way. We fall in love. Like, all the things that you do in your life, 99% of the things you do in your life are the exact same as every trans person. The only difference is, like, yeah, we you know, we were just mislabeled at birth, right? You were labeled correctly, we were mislabeled, and there's, like, we got to kind of correct for that, and that's it. It's really all the same other than that. What is FFS? Facial feminization surgery. So it's something I got done to my face recently. Am I single? Sadly, yes. Does it feel freeing to transition? Ooh, yes. It feels incredible to transition. I love my life so much more than I ever did pre-transition. Thoughts on trans people in the Olympics? They should be there. Yeah. Here, I want to pin someone. Melanie said, if you're trying to be the spokesperson for the trans community, don't, basically, because you're a bad example. If you think that the trans community has one spokesperson, then you're severely mistaken. No group has one spokesperson. At least no group as large as the trans community. There's so many trans people in the world. There's not one spokesperson, there's not two, there's not 10, right? It's like, do white people have a spokesperson? No. There's such huge diversity amongst people. I think what you're getting at is, and it's something that I might even agree with you at, is that there's not enough representation of trans people. So the trans people who do have a voice or a platform like I do have a responsibility. I stand behind every piece of content I put out. Not a single piece of content I've ever put out, not a single video, have I ever regretted putting out. Now, my videos make people angry sometimes, but we can have a conversation about them if you want. But I don't take this lightly. I think there's something to be said for the conversation around the clips of me that get passed around. Thank you, Kay. I love my eyes too. That paint me to be like a monster. You know, I'm sure y'all have seen those clips if you're here and saying nasty things, because that tends to be what people see. The whole reason I do what I do is to push forward the conversation of respect, inclusion, and just overall acceptance of trans people in the world, right? And the videos I make anger some people, but they also teach some people. Certain people are always going to be angry that we exist, period. I'm not making the videos for them. I'm making it for the people who are unsure.
Any sugar for you, or are you okay?
I'm good without sugar. Thank you so much. Anyways, when did I discover I was a girl? In 2020. Why don't I buy a pronoun tag? I don't want to wear it. How does transitioning affect your mental health? It makes it go from bad to good. That's what it does. Thank you, Ghost Parfait. All right, I think we are good. I think we're good. You're an amazing person. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Very sweet of you. All right. Thank you to all my lovely subscribers for hanging in for that. We're now sub only. If you want to subscribe, it's less than $3. It's about as much as it's cheaper than a coffee, about as much as a candy bar. If you really have a question to ask me, just subscribe for 1 month. And I promise you I'll answer not only the question you have today, it can be as offensive as you want, I'll answer it. But as many questions as you have over the next month, I'll answer them all. Do I still identify as poly? Yes. I have redefined, well, maybe redefined is not the right word. Focused in on the version of poly that works for me recently. Yeah, me too, Tiny. Jeepers, I can't believe some of the things people say. I know. Especially when I was dating April. kind of zoomed in on what I'm looking for, which is a primary partner, someone who's like my main squeeze, and having, you know, that be like the bedrock, and then maybe like fun here and there, like dates, fun here and there. But yeah, maybe secondary partners, but primary partner being the rock. What's one piece of advice you can give everyone? Be yourself, even if it's hard, is what comes to mind. Because stuff out there, might as well be yourself. I missed your Twitch stream. How was it? It was good, Gray. It was fun. We did horizontal streaming, which was new. Learned a bunch. I think I need some sort of tablet. Learning that. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. Hello, Trish. Hello, Chris. Eye exam went well. I realized the prescription didn't change except for I have a very mild astigmatism. Hello, Izzy. How are you doing? Hello. Good morning, Carissa in Australia. Thank you, Peyton. I appreciate it. Yeah, I agree. And thank you, Courtney, for subscribing. Opa, my friend. I'll pour tea soon. Still steeping. Are you looking for a partner right now? I am, but not that hard. But I'm definitely. Thank you, Lady Brady, for resubbing. And Opa to Courtney. Oh, don't do that. What happened? Accidentally did a comment. Hold on, resub. Yes, Holly, absolutely. I think that being furry is fine. Right. Live your truth. I love how much it calms down here when it's changed to sub only. I know. Hello, Elvia. You don't like it back in? Sorry. The thumbs are gonna fall off. Thank you to all my mods for. I didn't warn you that I was gonna do that. I apologize. Oh, can we repin whatever that is? I missed it. I was trying to expand it, but I accidentally X'd out. My bad. What are we having today? We can definitely read the menu if you'd like. I know it's such a cute restaurant, right? By the way, at 900 subscribers, we are going to do a subscriber-only dumpling stream. So get excited for that. Do you find that women are more comfortable with you after your transition? Oh, geez. I definitely, excuse me, find. I think the short answer is yes, but in ways that you might not. It wasn't. I find myself included on more conversations that are like that I don't think I would be included on pre-transition. But I also don't think I was just like walking around and women looking at me like that pre-transition. Yeah, I do, but I do think, you know, just being presenting as man does have like a certain threatening aura to it, maybe inherently for some people. So sure, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. It's getting late. Good night. Just listen. And no way. Cheers to you, Opa. Thank you for subscribing. Hith spilled their entire coffee. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Did it burn you? Just listen's going. Take it easy. Jessica, thank you for subscribing, Opa. Tara, thank you for subscribing, Opa. We're on our way to that dumpling stream, y'all. 900 is on. We're on the way. Have I been misgendered less since surgeries? Interesting. Okay, it's starting to say I can approve comments. Interesting. Have I been misgendered less? But I also don't get misgendered very often. Less than you'd think. Good, but I'm wearing a white shirt. Ooh. Do I have any trans friends? Yeah, plenty. Huge amount of trans friends. Hello, Sad Bunny. Holly says a lot of people say they don't like you, but personally, I love you because you know who you are and you're amazing. Thank you. Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I don't think that the people who dislike me know who I am. I think they have seen a distorted version of me that is easy to dislike. I think there's been plenty of people who have come in here. Hello, Selena. How's it going? Sean. Oh, you must be talking to someone else. The people sometimes will hear who like saw a nasty video about me, came in here and watched my live for a little bit, and now they're like here all the time. So I'm gonna approve this comment. Peyton says, "How do you do your eyeliner?" Oh, thank you. Practice. And I mess it up a lot too. I think people just want a reason to be hateful. I agree, Liz. Grandma, we have not eaten yet. What's the best way to advocate for a family member who's transitioned? Make sure that if people misgender them or call them by their old name, even when they're not around, call them on it. What's your daily argument with people, Poppy? Eyeliner stresses you out. I feel that. Oh, what was your surgery question? Was it the getting misgendered less? They may not like some of the things you say, but if they watch, they would like you. Sure. Um, Interesting. It's having like approved comments. Am I a salty or a sweet person? I think I tend more towards sweets, but I love savory. Nope, haven't eaten or read the menu. That the clips are just clips and take out the important parts. Yeah, right. Yes, there is a clip in particular that really tells the story, where the clip that they cut out was, well, it was something like, well, they're servers, they deserve it, right? To imply that I was like being really rude to a server, and I said, well, they're a server, they just deserve it. But when you stretch the clip out and see like the full sentence that I was saying is, I said something like, I'm not the easiest customer, and I left a really nice tip because they're servers, they deserve it, right? And they didn't include that part. And that clip went around, got millions of views, and made a lot of people's minds up about it. Thank you, Foreign Girl, for subscribing. Okay. Finish my water. Welcome, Midwest. Any more surgeries? Bottom surgery. Bottom surgery. She never says thanks, quote unquote. I was here watching you say thanks a ton, but they deleted it. Thank you, Ghost Parfait, for subscribing. Y'all, we're on a roll today for subscriptions. Thank you, Ghost Parfait, my friend. Hello. This is going to be too hot to Opa, so I will just do a mime of an Opa. Cheers. Thank you, Ghost. Yes, the misgendering question was me. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't interpret that as. I think there's, again, going back to the videos that go around, especially the one of me correcting people when I get misgendered. I really don't get misgendered often. And when I do, I make content about it. So I think some people will think, oh, she walks around and that's her whole existence, but it's not. It doesn't happen that often. Thank you, Peyton. Haven't read the menu yet. We should, though. With your bottom surgery, also, mods, do you get the approving of the comments? Are y'all able to approve comments, or should I approve them? With your bottom surgery, do you have the say of when you're ready? Who determines you're ready? Good question, Kelly. I'm assuming you're referring to the electrolysis downstairs. Okay, you can see it? Great. In terms of electrolysis and being ready for that, there's different guidelines. I guess it just depends on the surgeon kind of giving the okay, but you want to make sure that you're not growing any hair for a good amount of time, because so if you get like a hair, like yesterday I got electrolysis, they pluck a hair, and after zapping it, it's not going to grow back for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, or maybe ever. But you want to give it as much time just to be sure that it's never going to grow back, right? So there will come a point where they're like, okay, we're going to stop electrolysis for like 2, 3, 4 weeks and see what grows back. And if anything grows, then no surgery, right? And then you're not ready. It's a time-intensive process. I'm definitely getting there. Just yesterday, my electrolysis was struggling a little bit to find hairs, but that also could just be because hair follicles grow in cycles. I've learned this, that even if you see no hairs today, some hairs might pop up 3 weeks from now, and you just got to wait for it. So it's a long time. How long is the recovery for bottom surgery? You're in bed for like a month or two, month and a half, and it's really, really a tough recovery. You're in the hospital for a week after the surgery. But in terms of just like getting back to normal, it's the better part of a year plus. Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know for sure. I can only imagine how painful it is. But these are all calculated decisions. We make the decisions to have any kind of surgery, understanding how painful it's going to be. Yeah. I saw original ones and I was like, wow, that sounds nothing like the edited ones. Yeah. Sorry if I missed your comments. Let me scroll up a little bit. I've moved away from some of my family due to the hate. I don't know. I must have missed whatever Sarah was saying. Why did you move away? I've been putting off your wax because you're not ready for it. Yeah, I feel that. I hope you get a lot of love during recovery. Thank you, Becky. How was the healing process for your nose? I was planning on getting work done and I'm scared of the pain. Hello, Tiny. It's still in process, but it's very sensitive. I mean, it's still very sensitive. I still am not very comfortable wearing glasses at 6 weeks. So you're already approved. Is it waiting game for electrolysis? Yes, I'm approved. It's all approved. It's just waiting. Yeah. And did you plan on getting famous, or did it happen overnight? The plan was never to be famous so much, and I don't even think I would say I am now. But I just was making content and trying to make it something that I'm able to support myself doing, and that is, thankfully, because of y'all, possible. Because of these streams, because of the subscriptions. I think someone just subscribed. Did I miss it? Did I miss an Opa? I might have. Caitlin! There you are. Thank you, Caitlin, for subscribing. Opa. We're only 87 away from a dumpling stream. Hello, D. Although yesterday on the Twitch stream, someone asked me if I ever get recognized in public, and it hadn't happened for a second, but then of course I got recognized like right afterwards. It was a really weird encounter. There was this person who walked up to me and was like, "Hey, I recognize you. I follow you." Well, actually, I don't follow you, but I still see your stuff pop up on my feed. And then they kind of went off on why pronouns are important, and it was like they were an ally. It was weird. Supporting a trans family member and moving away if someone is stuck in their hate. Yeah. If you're able to, definitely. Do you pay out of pocket? Hold on. Do you pay out of pocket, or do you have insurance to pay for surgeries? I have insurance, but I'm still responsible for a percentage, and it's not an insignificant percentage. It is a pretty big chunk that I'm going to be paying off for this. Yeah. Thank you, LJ's mom. Hello, Kate. I've sat thinking what's missing, and it's your piercings. Yes. I will be ready to get the piercings back as soon as my swelling is down, which I have bad news is like 2 years from now. Takes a while. Hello, Kimberly. You like that one? Will insurance help cover your bottom surgery? Yes, it will. It will. Luckily. It's not always the case, though. I'm lucky to have good insurance, but plenty of insurance companies are just starting to cover gender-affirming care. And sometimes it's like really banging your head against the wall. I used to have Aetna. And if you don't know what Aetna is, if you're not in the U.S., it's just like an health insurance company. And they like, after I got about like 10 grand worth of laser hair removal, which I was told would be covered, they decided not to cover it. And it was only after months of fighting them with a friend who's like professionally someone who does this, fights insurance companies for claims like this, was I able to get the money. Give me 10 more minutes and I'll be ready. Thank you. So you gotta be careful. Aetna, I did not have a good experience with. You are everything. I love you and your openness. Thank you, Peyton. Yeah, and look, y'all, if you got questions, please ask. We're on a roll today. I'm here. I don't really understand. You don't have to answer. Of course I'll answer. How does it work? MF downstairs. Sure. So, see if I have anything that will be helpful to explain this. Oh, I know what I can use. I got you. You ready for this? Get ready. I'm not going to say how much, but I will say tiny, a lot. All right. I've got my little... I do have videos on TikTok explaining how that process works, but I will give you an abridged version here, okay? All right. You see this? Do you understand what this symbolizes? Do I need to say it? Or do you understand? I bet you understand. Thanks, Tiny. Insurance. Got it? Yes, correct, Tiny. Okay. This is what I currently am working with. There's hair on it. All of the hair must come off. Not just shave. It must never grow back. So there's a process of electrolysis. It's very painful. It takes a long time. I've been doing it for a year and a half. Once that's done and there's no hair left, what they do is they take this part, and I know it's hard to think about, but they kind of roll it out like this. You understand where we're at so far? What they've done? Roll it out. Now there's the inside part. The inside part becomes the outside part. Okay? And they move this part inside. This becomes the thing. Do you understand? It's not down, because think about it this way. If there's hair here, the hair, the part where there was hair becomes the inside. Do you understand? So you don't want hair growing inside. Okay? This becomes the inside. Yeah. Wait, that sounds painful. That is the very basics of how it works. Is it hard finding doctors that are accepting of the trans community? Depends on where you are. I'm in San Francisco, so no. But I mean, any major metropolitan area will have surgeons who only do this kind of work, right? They're like, typically surgeons specialize, right? So gender affirming surgery is a very underserved niche. So if you are a surgeon looking for an area to go into that, right? And so surgeons will only do that procedure, right? And specifically, they'll only do a specific version of that procedure because there's different versions of it. So you highly specialize. And there's such a need for them because a lot of people are looking for gender affirming surgery. It's like 3 year long wait lists. For example, this is not my surgeon, but there's a surgeon in the Bay Area named Marcy Bowers, who's like one of the best known surgeons. Her wait list is like 2 years, and it's hugely expensive because it really is, unlike a hip replacement where it's kind of like, you do it. Not that I'm not saying it's easy, but there's an artistry to it because like the minutia of how it looks is very important. I did not grow up in San Francisco. And is the blank then constructed? Well, this is the blank. This tunnel is put up inside and becomes. You understand? Jazz Jennings did it. What was the question? Were the lawyers of those doctors? Well, I don't know what you mean. She did. Oh yeah, Bowers did Jazz Jennings. Yeah, Bowers does a lot of high-profile people. Off topic, but there's 14,000 restaurants in San Francisco. Wow. So how did they get it wrong estimating before you were going to get it? Because what happened was my electrologist and I were doing electrologist and I were doing like 4 hours a week. She was getting hair, getting all of the hairs gone. And then we cleared it and we're like, okay, I'm ready. But what we didn't anticipate is that I had such a huge amount of regrowth, which is not uncommon, but unexpected. That I gave the okay to my surgeon prematurely. What do I feel like ordering? We can definitely read the menu. I saw something about a lawyer. Oh, I'm from Wisconsin where they had the first trans surgeon. My grandma, they were your grandmother and grandfather. Wow. Or the lawyer. Oh, your grandmother and grandfather were the lawyers of those doctors. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, before and afters are pretty incredible. Do they have to move things around to fit? Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how all of that happens, but yeah. I got second place at my drag battle on Tuesday. Nice. Good for you. Okay, let's go through the menu. We've waited long enough. Here we go. We're at an Italian restaurant. Okay, am I able to pee? Yes, absolutely. Or even feel excitement? Absolutely. Yes. It takes a while for feeling to come back, but once it does, a lot of my friends who have got it will say like it's way better after. How did it go yesterday? It went well. It went very well. Okay. The competition is at the Castro. Oh, cool. That's fun. Very cool. Were you the person who messaged me on Insta asking for me to attend a drag event? I know someone did. It was too late for me. Is my cake pop stick super sensitive after my cake pop removal? There was no effect. The cake pops themselves being gone doesn't change anything in terms of feeling. Thank you. Just interesting in everything. Well, I got asked the questions. You're good, Kimberly. You're okay. Does my surgeon think you'll be ready for bottom surgery this year? It's less about what my surgeon thinks and more about what my electrologist thinks and the reality of what happens after we stop electrolysis and wait for regrowth, if there is any. This place looks vintage. I know, right? Okay. What's up, Ratchy Fatchy? Long time no see. We've got olives. We had those last time. They were good, quite spicy. Deviled eggs, guanciale meatballs, a fish toast thing, a caprese thing, a forest floor. That's something we've never had. We're reading through the appetizers right now. The forest floor is a sformato, which is kind of like a mushroom flan. Something with octopus, and then their very fanciest appetizer, which is $21. That is literally like 2.5 bites, which is essentially like crunchy bread, stracciatella cheese, which is like very soft mozzarella cheese, pear, asparagus, cured egg yolk, and caviar, which is what makes it so fancy. Of these appetizers, oh wait, there's also a bowl of burrata or stracciatella with pistachios, olives, and focaccia bread, which that could be very good. Forest floor is a very cute name. Trish votes forest floor. Deviled eggs. You know what? I'm not big on the deviled eggs here because they have anchovies and sardines on them. I had them a couple times ago. We were here. They weren't really my thing. What is deviled eggs? You cut an egg in half and then you take the yolk and you mix it with mayo. Well, Liz says, like, if you get hit. Oh, if you get hit down there, it'll still be painful. But yeah, maybe not as painful. I haven't gotten hit down there since, but maybe that's why. Yeah, the $21 out. I was here on my birthday. I was wondering if I ever thought. No, I'm not really into lip stuff. Bad gal. Yeah, we'll try the forest floor. Why don't we try that? Never had it before. Are we down for that? Ratchy Fashy, long time no see. Cheers. Hello, long time no see, friend. When it comes to clothing, do you only wear feminine clothes or do you wear male clothes? Well, I buy women's clothes only. Yeah, women's clothes. Women's clothes. Thank you, Brittany. I don't take offense to that question. I like my lips the way they are. Do we want to do cheese or do we want to do like the bowl of cheese with focaccia bread, or do we want to do the forest floor appetizer that we've not had? Interested to see what the forest floor was. If the women's bathroom was closed, would you use the men's? No. I would not. Honestly, would you? Maybe you would, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable in there. Something new? Would the bread be too hard? No, actually. In fact, this would be the first time we've had this focaccia bread from them. So, one I haven't had. Okay, well, we can try the forest floor then. Cheese with bread. What about concerts? You have at concerts? Okay, cool. Look, more power to you. I wouldn't. I have severe IBS, so I would use yeah, sure. And look, if it was really life or death situation, I really had to go or else there would be something bad happening, sure. But, if it was normally having to go to the bathroom, then probably just wait. If there was someone cleaning it, I could wait 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not very comfortable. Yeah, and look, gender dysphoria, right? Something I suffer from more than a cis woman would, so I'm probably less likely to use the men's bathroom. Random question, do you get perms or is my hair naturally curly? My hair is naturally curly. Yeah. And the bathroom has to be one bathroom thing, not more than one. What do you mean by that? Like a stall? Random question. Oh, yeah. I got it. I already answered it. Okay. We'll see. I'll make a game time call. Just curious, I'm from Lithuania. We don't have these. Does America have multi-gender bathrooms? Slowly but surely, we're getting some here and there, but by and large, no. Usually, they're gender segregated. Men's bathrooms are dirty. Although I will say, I've run in some pretty nasty women's rooms too. Yes, on the whole, men's bathrooms are worse, but There's some nasty women's rooms. Some nasty women's rooms that I am not down to visit. I think the forest floor would be cool. You feel like I want the bread. Yeah, I think I might. I think I might want the bread and cheese more. Walmart bathrooms are the worst. Oof. Target women's, yeah. Any public bathroom is just never going to be that good. The bread itself is going to be soft. Lyra. Don't worry. I was just going to say this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some in San Francisco that are pretty rough. Okay, there's also pizza, but these pizzas are a little crunchier, so we might pass on the pizzas today. There's a mortadella pizza, a whipped artichoke pizza sounds good, with truffle, parmesan, and rucola. Oh, I haven't had that. It could be really good. Trust me, when I went to Tenerife, there was, oh God, sounds bad. So Tenerife, so are you in the UK then, foreign girl? Buc-ee's has the best restrooms. Good. I've never been to Buc-ee's. Did I have pizza on Tuesday? That's true. This is a very different pizza. They also have chopped salad, tuna salad.
How's everything over here?
Good. I'm doing great. I think I'm kind of split between the stracciatella and the forest floor.
Ooh. You want something a little bit more richer? I go with the forest floor.
Yeah.
Just has like that umami to it. You want just something a little bit more lighter, creamier, 100% the stracciatella.
The forest floor is pretty filling then?
Yeah, I mean, just rich in like flavor. It is pretty filling. Also, kind of like a spread because you do get the bread on the side.
Is it focaccia that it comes with?
It's a pizza bianca, so it's like a thinner bread.
Is it crunchy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
not
that makes.
Not like the cicchetti, not like the crostini, where it's like super crunchy, but it's a good in between.
What would you say compared to like the pizza crust? How crunchy?
Not as much.
Not as much.
I think the pizza's like slightly more crunchier because it's very soft. It's crunchy like on the round part, but on the inside it's a little more softer.
Okay. All right, we'll do that then.
Let me further away.
Thank you very much. There we go. All right, forest floor it is. Let's talk about our main. So there's the pizza, but we had pizza on Tuesday, as Brittany pointed out. I'm in Ireland, but originally from Lithuania. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I have been to Scotland and England, but never to Ireland. I had a chance to go to Ireland, but I was, for some reason, just didn't end up going. I think I was like hungover or something. Okay. They have a tuna carpaccio, a chopped salad, a zuppa di zuppa, which I want to say is just like soup of the day, maybe. Or zuppa could be like, I don't know. It's a soup. Not that it matters you had it Tuesday. That's true. Thank you, Ratchy Fatchy. That's very sweet of you. And they also have a Dirty Girl Kale Caesar. Dirty Girl is just like a farm in the Bay Area that has a fun name. It's just that's where the produce comes from. It's iconic. You had a chance to go to, yeah, pretty much, right? Like, because that was back when I wasn't sober. There's also risotto, which we had last time we were here. It was great. Thank you, Holly. There's a bigoli freshy. I don't know how to say it. It's basically just homemade pasta in a ragu sauce, which is a meat sauce. But the thing about this one is that not only is it homemade pasta, it's a duck ragu. And even more than that, it's like an orange and clove ragu. I'd be down for that. How long have I been sober? Depends on the thing that you're talking about, like the item. Anywhere between like 2 to 5 years. Bye, Holly. See ya. Oh, thank you, Felix. I appreciate it. Pasta does sound good. I kind of want the pasta, I think. I think the pasta is what I want. Is there anything else other than the pasta that I want more than this? I think the whipped artichoke pizza could be good. I would go with that, but the pasta sounds good. Thank you, Queen. I dropped the menu. Hello, Fashizi. How's it going? Definitely pasta. Pizza may be too crunchy, I agree. And then as far as desserts go, they have a couple here. They have a tiramisu, which is, unfortunately, not something I can have because I'm caffeine-free. Not familiar with trans things in Lithuania. Gay marriage. That's really sad. It's really sad. Am I No, I'm not. Full side profile? Sure. There it is. The nose swelling is very swollen, especially right here, so that'll go down more, and you'll be able to see it better as time goes on. But Nope. Well, we have only ordered the appetizer. Thank you, Marilyn. Yeah, I know tiramisu is really good, but sadly, although no, I can't imagine they can make it with decaf espresso. Ugh, I'm so sorry, garlic. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Stay safe as best you can. Let's give some love to garlic in the chat. Did they lift the tip of your nose? I don't think so. I don't think so. Thank you, Liz. Restraining order. Well, good. Glad you were able to get those filed. No, you're good, Fashiza. You're good. I feel the tiramisu is pre-made. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They have a budino, which basically just like a rice pudding, like a cheese rice pudding. I had it once. It has olive oil on top of it, and I remember not liking that. It's been like a year since I've had it. I would try it again. Or we could get gelato. They have vanilla, pistachio, almond, salted caramel. We got that last time. Triple fudge brownie, and passion fruit sorbet. And they also have a pistachio cake, which I remember being quite good, but I think not today. I'm down to either retry the rice pudding. Yes, honey, I feel that. It's awful for people who deserve to be able to change, the markers on there. But then again, things are headed in that direction in the U.S. So, yeah. No, garlic. No. You don't get to do that. There's none of that here. Sorry. Not gonna happen. Yeah. No self promo or anything like that. That's not what the stream is for. Okay. I'm thinking either rice pudding. I'll try it again. I'm a little hesitant because I didn't like it the first time, but I will try again. Or artisan gelato. Yeah, they were just trying to like get people to send. Sometimes people, and look, they might be telling the truth, they might not. But sometimes people come in here and like tell a sad story and then be like, if you want to give me money for it, like it's just not what we do here. Ooh, thank you. Thank you so much. Here we go. No, it's okay. It's look, they could have been telling the truth, but also like it's just not the right vibe. People have done this before, where they'll like really come in and like try to extract money from people. It happened a lot when we had a Discord. Yeah, okay. So I thought it was like flan. Maybe not. Maybe less like flan. It's like a paste. It looks like. Here, let me show you. Looks good. The option besides tiramisu was a rice pudding with like an olive oil rice pudding, or chocolate gelato. Oh no, foreign girl, ask away. Hello, Ashley. Here we go. See if I can get that to focus. This is not focaccia. This is, we'll see how crunchy it is. Maybe I'll request other bread. No, this is fine. I was watching your French restaurant stream on YouTube. It's been a long, wait, which French restaurant? I know, right? All right, here, let me, I'm going to kind of dig into this so you can see it better. Right, vote for the gelato. There it is. Kind of like a pudding almost. Mushrooms. Very mushroomy. There's not mushroom on this bread, you know what I'm saying? I am Foreign Girl, and I'm starting to do streams on Twitch every Wednesday. So if you want to follow me there. So now, at least for the foreseeable future, we're just kind of like experimenting there and trying it because we had a good time yesterday. So yeah. You never eat at a place like this? No? Puzzle piece, there we go. But thank you. Favorite restaurant probably right now is either Epic Steak or what's that place called? It's their Italian Mexican fusion. It's a really simple name. Someone help me out here. The stream yesterday was good. Probably vote for the gelato. As I say in Ireland, blah, 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 blah. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Wow. That's what I call something I wasn't expecting, but liked. Meal. What was it called? Enjoy a wonderful meal. Well, back at you. Oh, no, my tongue is red because I have been putting down cough drops like it's nobody's business. Thank you, Lila, for subscribing. Okay, cheers. You set a budget before you go out to eat. I mean, it's there's not like a number. It's more like I have an idea of what I can and can't order. But folks will sometimes send gifts that make it easier for me to afford this food. And in theory, hopefully, some meals will gift beyond that and allow me to do things like pay my rent and medical bills. Because this is not my number one. Modi, thank you. Modi, M-O-D-I. That was the restaurant. For example, we just got a gift from, make sure I didn't miss any others. This is from Liz. That's my cough. That necessitates the cough drops. We love Liz. Liz is awesome. Do I have a cough? I have a cough because I got COVID in the hospital while I was getting my surgery, which is so stupid, but it happened. 6 weeks later, I still have a cough. I'm not sick anymore. I haven't been contagious for a long time, but you know. There it is. That's the Liz emote. Oh, we love Liz. If you didn't know, Liz is someone who's not only incredibly kind, but is incredibly kind in the face of some really tough stuff. I tell this story every once in a while. It bears repeating. It's very relevant to this stream and this community. Liz first found this stream. God, you know the date better than me. Was it November of 2023? Right? Am I mistaken? Somewhere around there. It was a while ago. And had mentioned that they had a friend, a very close friend, October 2023, got it, who, thank you. Oh, hey, what's up, Marshana? Good to see you. Marshana also does a lot of good stream. Marshana, stick around for a second, okay? I want to talk to you about something. Liz had a friend very close, who was trans, and their parents were not supportive, Aaron. And, you know, I gave advice as best as I could. About a week later, Liz came back, and sadly, Aaron had done something that, you know, is about as bad as you can do to yourself, because their parents didn't support them. And now, sadly, they're no longer here. And to say it's heartbreaking is a severe understatement. And it was maybe the first time where, like, it was really like I learned of someone and then they're gone. You know, it was like so swift and so sudden and such like even for me, who is far removed from that situation, right? Like, I've never met Liz in person. I never met Aaron. I know Aaron watched the stream a lot. But even for me, it was such a gut punch of, oh my God. Like, someone who watched this stream, who identified as a Lily's Lovely, is no longer with us because of lack of support in their life, you know? And, you know, I don't know. It was I don't know. It really affected me. And Liz has been here ever since. And Liz honors Aaron's memory. I do my best to honor Aaron's memory. To be clear, Aaron was struggling before, and I came to Lily to try to help Aaron more. Exactly. Sorry if I misspoke. I didn't mean to imply anything other than that. It's yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to harp on it. I know it's not. All I'm saying is Liz is awesome. We love Liz. She's a very strong person, someone I'm proud to call my friend. And yeah, I don't know why I'm sitting on it today. I'm just kind of like sitting in it. To Aaron. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate your friend. That's why it upsets me so much when you see parents. Oh, gotcha, Liz. Thank you. I understand now. That's why it upsets me so much when people are like, what do you think of parents who like wouldn't accept their trans kid? I'm like, I wish I could just point to that every time, you know? Anyways, thank you for the gift, my friend. And fly high, Aaron. Indeed. We honor Aaron's memory.
Good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Could I do the Big Leaf freshie as well?
You want a little more hot water?
Yes, that'd be wonderful. Thank you. Do I ever talk about politics? Rarely. I think there are people, by the way, Marshana, are you still here? I think there are plenty of queer and trans streamers out there who talk about politics better than I ever could. Sadly, my existence is political, as many of us, our existences are, but it's just not my specialty. I am, okay, Marshana is still here. Marshana is not subscribed, though. I think that's why. Okay. Can we gift Marshana a sub? Can I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Did you want to be part of the big league now, or you want to hold
Maybe like 15-ish minutes.
No worries. I'll put them on.
Thank you so much. Can I do that? Anyways. Love you too, Liz. Yeah, one thing I wanted to say to Marshana. You are so generous to let those nasty... Marshana does streams and I pop in here and there. You're so generous to allow people to come in and just be so nasty. I just want you to know that it's not lost on me. You're doing a lot of emotional labor allowing them to speak. There's a big reason that I do not allow anyone to like come on or like join me or anything, because I don't know. I appreciate you is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wow, I vaguely do remember you coming in to ask advice. This is all clicking. There you go. Bagel says, I'm like you. Whenever people talk about politics, I'd rather remove myself from the conversation. Sure, yeah. And that's not to say we should ignore politics. Trust me, I'm up to date and informed. But I think we also need spaces where that is not the focus. And that's what this is for. Is there a fear of coming out of surgery as a trans person and thinking it will look or be? I am not sure what you mean. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Like, if it doesn't come out like what you thought it would be? Is that what you mean? It's okay. I said what I needed to say to Marshana. I think today's been time. I mean, I think we've always been talking about it, but I just want this space to be intentionally excluding that conversation because it's everywhere. We don't need it everywhere. Thank you, bad gal. For example, fearing that you will look more femme or masc than expected. Well, I mean, with FFS, the name of the game is facial feminization, so if you come out of FFS looking more masculine, then someone messed up. But by and large, like that's, I don't know, that's not gonna really, that's pretty unlikely. So like if you're talking about if there's a fear of a surgeon messing up, sure. But you know, that's why you carefully pick your surgeon and look up previous works, previous cases, people, pictures, that kind of thing. Is this an app? Yes, it is it's called The Forest Floor. It's a mushroom sformato. It's kind of like a paste, like a mushroom paste, kind of. It's very good. It's savory, umami. It's almost like pate, but I guess vegetarian. Wow. That gets an Owen Wilson wow. Also, we got another gift that just came through. I'll read it in a second. Was I scared about going under? Yeah, but I had gone under when I got my cake pops removed, so I was a little bit more ready for it. I was mostly nervous about the recovery, which was not easy, and still is a little hard. I'm pan, so I feel like people can't say, I just love beautiful people. Good for you. Love that. I wish I was that. It was pan. Make things a little easier. Shout out to, okay, this is someone, we're not going to say their name. They have requested to not say their name. They sent $15. Thank you, friend. And said, don't say name, please. I just hope you keep being the beautiful person that you are, with a purple heart emoji. Thank you. anonymous friend. It bums me out when people gift and then nasty people will like attack their account, send them terrible DMs, go through their feed and like. But I get it. This is unfortunately the world we live in. But to you, my anonymous friend, know that I appreciate it, and I'm grateful to be able to do this every day. Grateful to wake up even on tough days. This is the highlight of my day. I love talking to y'all. It always gives me such a boost. It's always like streaming is the highlight. It is the part of the day that I get the most like positive brain feelings. So appreciate you. Thank you, anonymous. Oh yeah, it definitely happens, Fisheezy. Liz says, yeah, they like to come after me, but luckily there's a block button. Yeah. Thank you, Fisheezy. I love the Owen Wilson emotes. Look at the mushrooms. Gotta think all the sunlight and the energy that went into just building one singular mushroom. Wow. Well, actually, what are you going to do? Even after surgery, thinking you're going to look so feminine, so different, but looking the same. I mean, luckily, that's not the case for me. If you look the same after going through FFS, then they messed up. But there's also a difference between like I look different now, but I'm going to continue to look different as time goes on, you know? Because I'm very swollen even still, even though it looks like the swelling is mostly done. Swelling takes like 2 years to go down. The bread is very good. Mm. Mm. I'm excited for the final results too, Kathy. Mm. Wow. It's really good. Yeah, I'm shocked. We've been to this restaurant a bajillion times and have not gotten this. Blows my mind how we've like somehow missed this. What kind of dip is it? It is a mushroom sformato. So if you can imagine kind of like, it's like a dip. It's a hummus consistency, maybe a little bit thinner. But instead of it being chickpeas, it's mushrooms. It's like creamy mushroom dip. Very, very umami, savory, wonderful. Mm. Oh, I'm loving lunch, Blanchy. Mm. Wow. This restaurant does not disappoint. I think some of the mushrooms that are on top are pickled, which adds a whole new layer of like bite to it, acidity. Very good. Okay, Fisheezy. Don't say it out loud though. What's the entree today? We have a duck ragu coming. Mm. It is very good here, Fisheezy. Mm. Y'all were correct to suggest the forest floor. For some reason, I was thinking it would be a lot lighter. You hate the textures of mushrooms. Interesting. Do you like the flavor of mushrooms, though? Like, texture aside. Oh, no, you're good, Fisheezy. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a great restaurant. It's a great restaurant. One of my favorites. And also, just like they're really nice here. I will say, I haven't mentioned this yet, but before I got here today, I was at the Cheesecake Factory. We were going to have a Cheesecake Factory stream today. Oh, yeah, we're getting dessert. Don't worry. And we have our main as well. I went to the Cheesecake Factory. I sat down. They were able to turn the music down quite enough. It was still very loud. But then I just sat there and waited, and no one came. And like 15 minutes went by. No servers acknowledged me. I was like, well, this plus it's also way too loud out here. Even still, I just left. Interesting for him. Yeah, no, not for me. The infamous Cheesecake Factory, yeah. What do you usually have for dinner on the evenings? Good question. It depends. If I'm just making food for myself, last night, I tend to go through food phases. Right now, I'm into dumplings. So it's just like a frozen bag of like Chinese style dumplings, and I boil them, and then I make a little like vinegar, soy sauce, dipping sauce, and I eat it, and they're really good. And I'm also really into these little like mini brownies, but also, you know, I'll make like a veggie burger, can of soup. I try not to. I don't know. I know how to make fancier food, but I tend not to. I still am enjoying scents. I very much am. I've kind of just settled on my favorite scent being the Mandorlo de Sicilia. Your best friend went there last Pride. Alas. You're currently stuck on those. They're so good. Do I dress up the dumplings just with the sauce? Like, I'll put a little soy sauce, rice vinegar, maybe some chili oil, a little lemon juice, maybe a little bit of oyster sauce if I want a little umami in there, and yeah, but really all it takes is soy sauce and vinegar, and you're good. Costco has good ones. That makes sense. Bailey, thank you, Bailey, for subscribing. Opa, and welcome, Bailey. Main entry is a duck. It's a duck ragu, so it's going to be pasta with a duck sauce. Yeah. When it comes to top surgery, why am I not getting it? I like what I have. Yeah, and honestly, even if I didn't, I see the people I've seen who have gotten top surgery. I don't like how they feel. I very rarely like how they look. What do you mean mid-level scent? I'm not sure what you mean by mid-level. Am I a cake person or a pie person? Pie. Look, I love a good cake, but cake can be dry. Pie is always moist, usually, because it's just like wetter. But like, I don't dislike cake. I feel like the cake has a higher probability of being not good. What restaurant are you going for the dumpling stream? I'm not sure, Peyton. I'm not sure. It is the orange duck pasta, yes. Gotcha, fish easy. Hey, tacos last night because of the tacos yesterday. Those were so good. Mid price level, can you specify what that means to you? Like how much are you looking to spend on a scent? Hello, Jay. And like, what kind of scents do you like? Because I'm not a scent expert either. I know what I know, but I don't really. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can like recommend a scent to you that easily. What am I getting for dessert? The chocolate gelato. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That or the rice pudding. My ex had. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hello, DIY under 100. Well, I mean, you can find the majority of perfumes in that range, especially if you're buying online. I mean, if you have like, what kind of scents do you like? Is there a special restaurant? Yeah, for 800, I'm not sure what restaurant. There's a couple I have in mind. I'm not going to say it just yet because I need to do a little bit of research, but there will be a dumpling dim sum stream at 800. Versace Joan Purple. It's such a subjective thing. Like, one person can love a scent and someone else really dislike it. It just comes down to what you like. Interesting. I feel like in a class, you're in a class of knowledge. Oh, thank you. I agree. For 900, that is the dumpling stream. Yeah. Oh, you're good, Fishizi. Burberry Goddess, sure, vanilla based scent. How does someone become a mod? Typically, stick around in the chat. We get to know you over time. It's not a quick thing. Like, we have to know you and also like have open spots because earlier on the stream today, the chat was popping. We had a lot of questions, but that very rarely happens. Usually mods are, cherry picking here and there. So we don't really need any mods right now, but if, stick around, and if we ever need one, then maybe. Juicy Couture, sure. If I had any favorites, I just don't like oud smells. I mean, my favorite is Mandorlo de Sicilia. It smells like fancy root beer. I love it. I have others that I kind of like, but that's my number one by far. Good Girl by Herrera. Yes, I've tried that. I've smelled that before. I like Good Girl by Herrera. That is good. I haven't smelled Billie Eilish perfumes. I agree, Foreign Girl. It should absolutely be. People should know about it. Yeah. Juicy Couture, Dossier. Yeah, what I would do is go into a store and smell some stuff, right? And just follow your nose. Find stuff you like. If there's something you like more, then try to identify what you like more about it and like zoom in on the thing you think you like and try to find something that leans even more into that. Don't like vanilla. Yeah, I'm not huge in vanilla scents too, although Mandorla de Sicilia does have mild vanilla. But sometimes they overdo vanilla, and that is, ugh, it's a lot. Fendi, sure. I like being called a good girl. I don't think this is the right stream for that, Brittany, but heard. Stiletto. The stiletto bottle for Good Girl is yeah, we're talking about the perfume Good Girl. Oh yeah, the Juliet perfumes. The Juliet, not a perfume I've layered with before. How warm is it in San Francisco? Not yet. It's not warm yet. I mean, it's still in the 50s every day, which is, fine. It's just San Francisco. It's never much warmer than 70 and never much colder than 50. That's kind of like where you're usually going to be. But apparently on Sunday it's going to be like 70s, so that's good. Yeah, you are, Kathy. Uh-oh, Fashizi. Signature is Marc Jacobs Daisy. Sure, I'm familiar with that one. Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. I've heard of that one as well. Hot in Florida, I bet. Peyton got a bunch of snow. Ooh, no thanks. Nugster's good. He's good. He's sleeping at home. And care for Good Girl Blush. Gotcha. I need a get in the car, Elizabeth. Is that a scent or Gaga? What do you mean? It was 80 here on Tuesday and it snowed. Oh, God, no thank you. I just can't do snowy. I can't do snow, and I can't do extreme cold. I lived in Minnesota for 4 years. Like, no thank you. Lithuania is taboo, but with the internet, I wish it could be more. Yeah, totally. I wish it could be too. Florida has been cold and hot. So you hear Lady Gaga? Maybe. I have earplugs in and I'm talking, so it's hard for me to tell. And I also don't know a lot of Gaga. No, I don't think so. Unless it's one of those like Tony Dean Martin. Didn't she collab with Dean Martin or some one of those guys? Marc Jacobs Daisy. I'm not made for the snow. I was born in a place that gets a lot of it. I feel that. Don't say get in the car. This is a reference that I do not understand. I've never been to Tahoe. I still got snow on the ground. Ugh. 49 in Jersey. Ugh. It's not that much better here. I just remember when I lived in Minnesota, I made the unfortunate decision to break up with my girlfriend on the coldest night in the past like 50. It was like -70 with wind chill, something crazy like that. And she was like, was at my place. It was bad. She had to walk home. It's a reference from a series called Good Girls on Netflix. Okay, gotcha. Hello, Rainbow. How you doing? How's your break? I've not seen that. There's a new Netflix show that's coming out that I'm interested in. It looks just like reality trash, which I'm very interested in. I've been watching Top Chef lately, which is not trash, but it just goes down smooth. It's called $1 Million Secret. It comes out next week, and it's kind of like Traders, but it's Netflix's version of it. I've heard Running Point. That's like the basketball one, right? With what's her name? I forget her name. I know who it is. Almost off work. Nice. I've never seen Love Is Blind. Never seen it. Have you tried peppermint tea? Oh, let me tell you, Samantha G. I have tried peppermint tea. Not only have I tried it, I've lived it. I am basically a peppermint stick at this point. Based on the amount of peppermint tea that I drink on a daily basis, Kate Hudson, that's right. I am here for it. Love Is Blind is cringe. That's the one where they can't see each other, right? The Final Table, not seen that one either. Yeah, good trash, sure. And like, look, I love trash. Poppy drinks peppermint tea because of that is my main. I'm drinking chamomile right now, but the only reason I ordered chamomile here is because I know for a fact that they don't have peppermint tea here. LIB. Love Is Blind is hit or miss. Okay. Is there a season I should start with? Temptation Island. I don't really like reality shows. Vanderpump Rules. I don't like reality shows that don't have an element of challenge. I like Survivor. I like Top Chef. I like The Traders. Like, there has to be a game to it. I tried to watch, what was it? The one where they just hang out and like flirt with each other. It's the most popular one. I forget. And it didn't like it. I need there to be more structure. Love everything on Bravo. Yep. Final Tef is where they get the best chefs from each country. Whoa, that sounds fun. I love cooking shows. Too Hot to Handle. Okay, season 1 of Love is Blind. Temptation Island is good. Oh, Temptation Island is where they can't, and if they do, they lose money, right? 90 Days. 90 Day Fiance. Perfect Match. Love. Is it Love Island? It's where they're like all in some villa. Like, and like, I only watched the first episode. They were all like young 20-somethings. I tried an episode of Love Island and I just could not get on board. I could not do it. They lose money if they even kiss. That's funny. Would I be good at that show? I have good self-control. I feel like they pick people who they know are going to have bad self-control because it's not interesting if like everyone just doesn't kiss. The Great British Baking Show. I've seen some of that. I've not seen The Circle. That's someone I've been interested in. They're all feral. Yeah. Worst Cooks in America. Okay. That sounds fun. I'd watch a season of like Top Chef with just average cooks. There's a really strong chance they've already done it. I do not watch Housewives. No, that's one of those shows that doesn't have, as far as I know, a structure. A competition structure. Like, no one's like trying to win something. I like there being a prize. I know Paradise, it's on the list. And I don't say that like it's like, oh, it's on the list. It's on the list. It's on the list, I promise. Yeah. No, I've also been watching Reacher. You like The Circle? Desperate Housewives is it's like a soap opera, right? Or like a 4-camera sitcom? That's not a reality show, is it? Wait, what am I thinking of? There's Desperate Housewives and Real Housewives are different, you know? Are You the One? Interesting. Hello, Nicole. How you doing? Geez, I'm trying to remember. I watched a season of or two of America's Next Top Model when I was in middle school, and I enjoyed it. Alone is good if you enjoy survival shows. Selling Sunset. I've heard of Selling Sunset. The last season was queer. Ooh, I like that. A little off since it's not a game show, but I've watched Gilmore Girls. I have not. I don't think that's my vibe. Doing good, Nicole. Just hanging out talking about trash TV. Yeah, Top Model. Do they still do that? Is Tyra still doing Top Model? Kind of like a take on Real Housewives, but with good acting. Gotcha. America's Next Top Model is a teen. Yeah. It was a good show. Desperate Housewives is more soap opera. Show versus reality, right? The Circle. Yeah, I would definitely try The Circle because that is like a competition show, right? They're trying to like trick each other and someone wins money. I like when someone wins money at the end or wins something because I like games. When just people are living their lives and being dramatic, I'm like bored. Yeah, it's a social game. Right. It's one of the reasons I love Survivor so much because I don't know, it's all about the game. There's no everyone is always playing. It's always interesting. You could apply on Survivor? Brittany, I got news for you. I applied to be on Survivor. Okay, Fishizi. I did apply. I made the video. I sent it in. I probably sent it in like last fall. So I haven't heard back, which means that whatever they're filming this summer, there's no way that they haven't. I'm sure it's already casted because they film back to back. I will keep sending. They film 2 seasons a year, and they film them back to back during the summer, I believe. So they'll show one of those seasons in the fall and one in the following spring, and then they film again. Gotcha, Liz. Interesting. Survivor, no way, but also, oh yeah, maybe I should apply to be on The Circle. Do they usually hire influencers to do that? Is that like who they hire? Is it all just influencers on The Circle? Really? Get out of here. Is that it? Thank you, just another face. Because I know The Traders, at least in the US version, it's reality stars. but it's influencers on the circle. Oh. Well, I'll have to watch a season. You'd be so invested. Oh, I would love to be on a reality TV show. Would you consider yourself an influencer? I consider myself a content creator. That is what I consider myself. Hello, Kristen. I think the term influencer comes with some connotations that you're like constantly trying to influence people to buy things, and I don't do that. I ask for gifts, but I mean, I think broadly you could call me an influencer. People ask me things like about the products I use and I recommend, but that's not like the main. Sometimes influencers, like their whole thing is like, I'm a person who recommends products and sells things. Like that's what I think of when I hear influencer, but you could probably call me one. You could probably call me one. People with a small follow. People go with a small following. Oh, interesting. You're a beautiful educator that spreads awareness about the trans community, and I love it. Thank you, Peyton. For the circle, you'd either have to go as yourself or pretend to be someone else. That's the choice. I don't know. Do people have better luck with one or the other? Going yourself or catfish? I need to watch an episode. I've been influenced to go to a restaurant. Okay, then call me an influencer. I always thought it was influence over people's lives. That too. I guess it's whatever you want it to be. But you're trying to influence people to be more accepting and understanding. Now, Liz, that's a really good point. If that's what it means to be an influencer, then sure, I'm an influencer. But yeah, sure. I'm not offended by that term. I say content creator, but you can call me an influencer if you want. It's on Netflix. I have Netflix. Yeah, maybe I'll watch an episode tonight. And I should start with season 1. Oh, you're good, Fishies. I appreciate it. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. Yeah, definitely have to do that. Okay, I think I'm ready for that pasta. Maybe they're just waiting for me to ask to fire it. Could you have the fire that pasta for me? I'd ordered a pasta. Could you? I think they're just holding it because I asked them to hold it. But could you have them fire it for me? Yeah, thank you. The circle's a bit slow to start, but once you watch the episodes, okay. I felt that way with the Traders too, where the first couple episodes of the Traders were like, okay, I don't know these people, but then by episode like 4 or 5, it's like, oh, I am so invested in every single one of these people. What did I have for an app? We had this. It was a mushroom sformato. My husband would be proud of the kitchen lingo. I am watching Reacher. I love Reacher. I just watched the most recent ep today, the one that just came out today, and it's so good. Yeah, Traders is awesome. Definitely watch the full first season and the second season as well. Are they pretty different seasons? You gotta like invest a couple episodes to get to know people. But yeah, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I struggle starting any new shows because I'm so nervous it won't hook me. I feel that, Liz. I feel that. I've heard The Mole is good too. What is Traders about? Traders is about how do you even describe it? So a bunch of people show up at a castle, like 20 people, and of those 20 or so, 2, 3, or 4 of them are selected to be the traders once they get there. And those people every night eliminate a faithful, who's someone, majority of people who are not traders are called faithfuls, and they all like wear these hoods and they like show up in a castle late at night and they're like, okay, who are we going to get out? And then during the day they do challenges, and then in the evenings, before someone's eliminated, they all sit at a round table and they like choose someone to eliminate. So really, like 2 people get eliminated a day. One by committee is like, I think you're a traitor. No, you're a traitor. I saw you, like, you're acting weird. So it's a lot of drama there. And then also the next morning, someone isn't there. So that's also drama. There's a bunch of different versions, but the US version, I don't even know. I'm not going to say his last name because even though it's just a last name, it's a dangerous last name. Alan C., who you'll recognize as being in a million things, is the host of the US one. The UK one is fun too. It's in the same castle, so it like feels very similar. I've dabbled in there's like a New Zealand one, there's an Australian one. It is a real life Among Us, yes. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, Alan's the best. And if you like fashion, he's always showing up in like these fabulous costumes. I never watched Squid Games. No, never watched Squid Games. Never really scratched that itch for me. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'll have to watch The Circle. We also got a very sweet gift from, I believe, an anonymous person. Have I watched the Turkish version? I've not. Is the Turkish version of Survivor good? What is Traders on? It's on Peacock. All right. An anonymous person, thank you, anonymous, sent $5. Appreciate it, my friend. It was from Stella. Gotcha. It's from Stella. This is a gift from Stella to Nugget. A gift for Nugget. I can't say thank you myself because it's not for me, it's for Nugget. So if you listen closely enough, you can hear woof, woof, which is a thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you, Stella. You can just say it. I'll say Stella. It's easier that way. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Hello from Pennsylvania. What's up, Jenny? How you doing? Shoot, I completely ignored everyone else. Oh, you're good. We're just hanging out. This is a chill stream. It's chill. Yeah. I'm tired. I was considering taking tomorrow off. I'm not sure. Just to kind of conserve energy a little bit because I have been going pretty hard this week. I will say. This is the 4th stream of the week. Normally, I only do 4 streams a week, so we'll see. When you end up on the circle, I expect a shout out. Brittany, what if I just catfish? Okay, here's a question. Do people catfish as other celebrities, or do they catfish as, like, quote-unquote normal people? You deserve it. You didn't abandon anyone. Forbid it. Just kidding. Do what you need. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to kind of make choices for make better choices for my health, mental and physical, lately. So you can catfish as anyone. So you can catfish as like Joe Schmo from wherever. Thank you, Mo. It's just a little harder. Catfish as celebrities because the other people don't believe it. Interesting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you. So it's a little harder if you catfish as a celebrity. But when celebrities are on there, they're like, why do they need the money? So when people are like, hi, I'm Barack Obama, they're like, there's no way Barack Obama's on the circle. But then turns out it is Barack Obama. Can we get a bite? Oh, for sure you can get a bite. Open wide. Here comes the airplane. That. So it's everything homemade. Duck, ragu sauce, orange, and cloves. There we go. As someone said, you want people to believe you are who you say you are, right? You have to take care of your health. Thanks. You might get voted out if you catfish as a celebrity, right? It's delicious. Sometimes it's 50-year-old women catfishing as their son. The meat is duck. The meat is duck. Yeah. Parmesan. It's like an orange and clove duck sauce. So like orangey and clovey. I mean, look at that, right? This is it bucatini? No. It's there's no hole in the middle. I know, delicious, right? Spice Girls were on there? What? Oh, also, should I start with the US version? Your gifts? What do you mean, Fashizi? Just watch it. Okay, got it. I will. I love bucatini. Oh my god. US version? Okay. Wow. Wow. I mean, that is what we like to call a 10 out of 10. They catfish as a random person. It was the Spice Girls the whole time. That's really funny. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry I missed it, Fashizi. Thank you for sending it, though. Is that what you mean? You sent it and I didn't see it? Oh, you're good, Mo. This is we had a mushroom sformato before, and now this is a duck ragu with very, very good homemade pasta. Mm. Mm. Wow. That's the clove is stronger than you think, but not in a bad way. If you ever had clove before, you've had clove before. You might, if you don't know what clove is, what's clove even in? It's a mild part of like maybe like a pumpkin spice. It's part of the actual thing that makes up pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is what, like cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. Oh no, there's sauce. It's just like it's on there. It's on the noodles. There's sauce for sure. Use clove in curry, sure. It's in pumpkin pie, yeah. Yeah, sure, fish easy. Yeah, it's really good. The clove is strong. Like they don't stray away from it. I don't know if you follow Brew on the Radio. I do not. I think cloves smell like a Christmas craft fair. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Sometimes Christmas. I don't know if it's maybe it's less in the U.S., maybe elsewhere, but people will take cloves and stick them inside of oranges, like poke them into oranges, and that's like, yes, clove is a warm spice for sure. Mm. Clove and nutmeg are related. Yeah. Wow. That is, it's such a big swing, this pasta. It's such a big swing. And it really hits it out of the park. You know, making a duck ragu with clove and orange sounds like something that could go so wrong. It doesn't. Yeah, clove for Christmas, right? What time is it here? It is 3:15 p.m. Does it taste sweet with the clove? No, clove isn't sweet. It's just a spice. It's very much savory. Dried flour. Not sure what you mean. Would you say you're a picky eater? No, I'm not a picky eater. There's certainly things I don't like, but not that much. I can name you the things I don't like. Actually, you know what? I'll do a pop quiz for those of you who have been around for a while. See if we can name all of them. I want to say there's probably like five five or six big things. Clove is a dried flower. Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know that. Mm. Mm. Oregano. You got it. Dislike oregano. Rosemary. Yes. Okra. Ooh. Don't like okra. Don't like thyme. Grapefruit I like, but I cannot have. So it fits into this category, but with the caveat that I do actually really like grapefruit. You don't like the dry cake from the Cheesecake Factory. True. That is true. The oil on the rice pudding. I don't know. I kind of want to try it again, but also I kind of just want ice cream. Remember the okra? Oh, right. He did give it to Nugget, didn't I? Rosemary and some butter with salt on a nice cooked steak. Sure. Just take the rosemary off and I'm good. Anchovies. I wouldn't say those fit into the sand category. I'm not huge on anchovies, but I will eat them at the right time and place. Garnish on drinks. I like garnish on drinks. Oh, I love Parmesan and feta. I love In and Out. Sure. Yeah, y'all got them. I think. Earthy herbs, including oregano, rosemary, and thyme. Okra. I'll just said a bunch. Did I cover it? I mean, yeah, sure, the dried cake at the Cheesecake Factory, but coffee. I like coffee though. I just can't see grapefruit. I like. I guess this list specifically things I don't like. Coffee I like. I just can't have. Oregano I don't like. Okra. Well, there's something else I'm missing. Yeah, cheesecake cake from cheese. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. But it's not that I don't like cake though. So I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. That's a good one. Yeah, I usually don't order something that has sun-dried tomatoes on. That's a good point. Why can't you have caffeine? I was misusing it. I was having too much of it, and I needed to stop. Fennel, I like fennel. I've never had okra, and thanks to you, I'll never be trying. You're welcome. Although some people really like it, and I don't fault them that. I, there's a reason it's popular. I just don't like it. I don't even remember the question. I know, right? Don't like tomatoes and onions in their original form. Interesting. Rachel loves okra. Sure, good for you. More for you. I just don't. I can't do it. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes was a good one. I do not like sun-dried tomatoes. There's one other big one that I'm missing. I'm forgetting. Big, I know, right? Especially because they're handmade. What does it taste like? Well, the very, very rich, buttery. The pasta is perfect. You can tell that it's homemade. What was the question? Oh no, it's not a dumb question. The duck is perfectly spiced with the clove. It's like a warm, spicy, savory. Never had okra, but a weird one that I like. It's great. I think for dessert, I'd like the chocolate brownie ice cream. Thank you. Mm. 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 There it is, Lila. Um, I'm not interested in any sort of intestines or like organs. Tripe, no thank you. I've had it, don't like it. When I worked at Starbucks, I had so much in my search. Yeah, totally. I was drinking like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day. Too much. Hello, Justice. I feel that, Brittany. I feel that. Yeah, not only anxiety, I had like a full-on breakdown on stream because I was drinking so much caffeine. It was just not healthy. The only melon I like is watermelon. Interesting. No, I like black eyed peas. Haggis I've had and I didn't mind. I don't mind haggis. Haggis, by the way, it's like meat that's aged in like a sheep's bladder or stomach or something. It's very gross to think about, but I had it and it was like fine. Yeah, I was like, it's fine. It wasn't like I just realized during the stream that I really needed to quit caffeine. Blood pudding, not interested in blood pudding. No. Yeah, I will not eat intestines now. I have them once. Can't do tomatoes. I can do the sauce, but not the actual. Gotcha. Super peppery. What's super peppery, Vic? Mm. Mm. It's so good. It's so good. What am I having for lunch today? This is a duck ragu with homemade noodles. Oh, haggis. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, sure. And like, I wouldn't choose to have haggis. I was in Scotland, so I tried it. Yeah, menudo, no. No, not interested in menudo, which has intestines. Do I like lobster? Sure. I'm not that interested in lobster, but I'll eat a lobster bisque. We've had it here. Had it for my birthday. I think they made something special. It was like a very fancy lobster bisque. It's just not on my favorite foods list. Is duck like beef? Yeah, yeah. It is very much like ground beef in this context. Not very gamey, no. Maybe it's because I'm Mexican and I eat anything, even cow tongue. Yeah, cow tongue is one that, like, I don't know. It's more the idea of it that weirds me out. Peyton, that person, people were talking about Ash Trevino earlier. I don't know who that is. Everyone was saying, oh, a lot of drama. I don't know anything about them. Do I like licorice? I'm assuming you're talking about black licorice. Not really. But it's not on the level of dislike of an oregano or an okra. Oh, thank you, Fashizi. It was in January. You're all good. Am I planning on streaming tomorrow? We'll see. I'm thinking of taking a day off. We'll see. I'll let you know. Your dad loved black licorice. I wouldn't ever like buy it for myself, but if it's like a particularly high quality piece of licorice, I try it. Oh, I love Twizzlers. Are those really even licorice though? 31st, January 31st. So if your pasta has oregano in it, so oregano in a sauce, I can usually tell, but it's fine. Like I'm not excited to taste it in the sauce, but as long as it's not super overpowering, I can still eat it. My issue is more when the oregano is like on top and it's more prominent. Can't with black licorice. No. Getting your hair done tomorrow. Cool, Alexis. Oh, well, thank you, Fashizi. Grew up eating chicken feet. Oh, no, thank you. Black licorice, root beer, and grapefruit. Interesting. I love root beer and grapefruit, but black licorice, okay, I get it. Yours is 13th of January. Cool. Twitch stream went well. I think it's definitely, there's a lot to it. I want to try it more. So next Wednesday, I'm going to also do a stream there again. So is red my natural hair color? No, it's brown. It's brown. If you look at my roots, you should be able to see it. I do melons. I'll tell you why I don't like Parmesan or feta on your tongue. Okay, I'm a little scared. Mm. Is it because there was like something that happened to you eating those, like food poisoning or something? I am following. What do you mean? Following? Mm. Yeah, this is great. These are really good. These are really good. Wow. Tiny, tell us the story. You keep getting ignored. You said your birthday was on the 13th, right? I said, cool. Did you say something other than that? Hello, would you ever go blonde? Hi, Pat. Probably not, just because it would really, really destroy my curls to bleach the hair. And I love my curls. What color lip is that? Thank you, Dee. It's a Maybelline Superstay red. It's like a dark red. I agree, Poppy. I've never been to Point Reyes. No, I've heard about it, though. All right, I think I'm about done with this pasta. And we've ordered our ice cream. Yeah, kind of on pins and needles. I need to know why you don't like Parmesan or feta. I think it's getting filtered, those cheeses. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll all have to just fill in a story. Fill in our own story. I'm allergic to peaches. Oh, that's sad. I love peaches. I will say I like your hair dark. I saw it in the older videos. Thank you, Dee. I like my hair dark too. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do growing out my hair. No story. You just never liked them. Fair enough. How is Nugget? Nugget is good. I want to get him on streams. I feel really guilty. It's been really tough with the post-COVID fatigue to bring him, because it is a lot of extra effort to have him on streams. It's really nice to have him, but he's good. If you ever watch some of the Get Ready With Me streams, I'm not sure if you were there for those, but he made an appearance on that one today. My husband's the same, but then he eats it and says it's delicious, and I laugh because I told you. Yeah. I struggled to finish your salad today. Oof. Yeah, I miss him too, and I saw him like 2 hours ago. He's my boy. We're gonna snuggle tonight. We're gonna cuddle. We're gonna snuggle. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna go to bed early too, because I'm gonna tell you what. I did not sleep well. I was on the struggle bus sleeping last night. I got to bed at a decent time, but my body woke me up at 3 in the morning, and I managed to get to bed again after that, and I woke up at 6. But sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night, and you're like, why am I awake? And then you somehow manage to fall back asleep, and you wake up a few hours later, and it feels like that time just didn't even count to your sleep total. Like it might as well not have even happened. You know what I mean? Why do I think they meant Nuggie was a husband? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, well, thank you very much, Pat. That's sweet of you to say. Post a video of him. So, yeah, I can post a video of Nugget if you want. I was cracking up watching your French restaurant stream because he was best. You're up at 3 a.m.? Oh, you never fell back asleep? I'm sorry. That happens to me a lot, too, sadly. Hello, Colt. Good, long time no see. How's it going? You don't want to talk about last night? Did you not get a lot of sleep? It's a mind trip. Does that mean I won't stream tomorrow? I'm not sure. My body is telling me that I need some time off. Like a day off, I mean. An extra day. Just to be my 100% best self. So I might. But I will let you know. I'll probably make a video tonight or tomorrow. Well, I hear you, Pixie, but, I have less battery juice lately, because even though I look recovered, getting COVID in the hospital was such a kick in the shins for me, and it is not done yet. Long COVID is a thing. I have it. It's not forever. And this week in particular, I've really turned a corner, like a big corner. But that doesn't mean I can't turn the corner in the other direction. So I'm not 100% sure. I need to think about it a little bit more, but I think there's a pretty good probability I'll take tomorrow off. Wait, why are you mad though? Thank you, Tiny. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Liz. I will take time if I need it. Healing from surgery takes a lot of energy. Yeah, it does. It does. I will heal. I will. It's gonna be a pretty chill weekend too. So hopefully I'll come back on Monday just like refreshed. Oh, you're mad at the hospital? Yeah, me. I was there for barely 24 hours, a little over 24 hours, and somehow I managed to get COVID, which is, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just kind of how hospitals are. Maybe, I don't know if it was their cleaning protocols or whatever, but it was bad. It was a bad case of COVID. Thank you, Tiny. In all honesty, the hospital can't help that. Yeah, the long COVID, your immune system. Yeah, it was weakened, and the hospital's where sick people are. So even if it's super clean, it's higher chance of getting something. So I don't really blame the hospital, but it would have been nice to have not had COVID. What is dessert? We're having ice cream for dessert, which I'm very excited about. It'll be chocolate brownie ice cream. Um, Speaking of which, I'm very much ready for it. We got some business bros behind us. I feel like they're waiting for me to say I want the ice cream because I take so long sometimes. Maybe they assume that I'm asking, but I really want this ice cream because I am definitely hungry and also tired, and I want to go hug Mr. Nug. Why are you crying? There's been a lot of stuff going around. I'm just glad you're okay. Hello, Aaliyah. Dessert is going to be chocolate ice cream, triple chocolate brownie. You never know. You could have gotten COVID in the restaurant the day before. It's true. You're right, Brooke. You're absolutely correct. It just happened. It doesn't really matter how it happened. It happened because it's over. There's no one to blame. Um, Hello, Sheriff. How are you doing? It happened, and I'm recovering from it, and I'm getting there. I can't tell you how many cough drops I've had. It is an insane amount of cough drops. Oh, I'm very ready for the ice cream and the check, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, what's wrong, girl? You okay? Also, I think I might open the floodgates for a second. Just emotional. I haven't seen you so long. You're glad I'm safe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm happily recovering, and it's taken longer than I had hoped. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what? Let's open the floodgates here. Let's say hi to some people. Let's see what's going on. I know you care about me. I care about you too. Plans for Easter? No, no. I was raised Jewish, so Easter isn't really on my radar. I remember seeing people with the ash on their foreheads, and that tells me that Easter is soonish. Thank you, Shizzy. Hello, Vanity. Hi, everybody. Thanks to everyone who hangs out, and if you're not able to subscribe, I appreciate you just chilling still. Thank you, Sisa. How's it going? Hey, Fulton, what's up? Hello, Judy Lynn. Long time no see. Thank you, sis. When will I visit my family? I'm not sure. Has FFS changed dating for me? Oh, geez. It's too early to tell. My face looks different, so my dating profile pictures had to change. But other than that, I haven't dated since I had FFS, so I don't know. I like Easter because of the goddess of fertility. That's fun. Thank you, Ava. Hello from Moldova. How's it going in Moldova? This was the best girl date today. The best girl date? You mean just in terms of our convo? Did I eat anything? We're already on dessert. Sorry, Kate. You'll be in SF tomorrow. Cool. I like that your face still looks like you. I agree, Sarah. It's a subtle change. And it will get less subtle as time goes on when the swelling goes down. If you look at a picture of my face now and a year from now, it will look quite different. Not like a different person, but the changes will be more pronounced. I know the ice cream needs to hurry, right? It's going to be I know how they serve the ice cream here. It's this fun little silver dish, and there's going to be 3 big scoops, and it's going to be delicious. Do you like to have my nails long or short? Well, short, always. Not just for, oh, I'm glad to hear that, Cassie. Not just for, picking stuff up is harder, and I don't like feeling long nails, but, other reasons. Am I a natural redhead? No. No, I'm a natural brunette. I joined a dating app, and I was like, what if I see them? Am I streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure. I might need to take a day off tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Sarah Ritchie. That's very sweet. My favorite ice cream topping? Reese's. Exactly, Aaliyah. Can you sing? A little bit. I used to be in musical theater, if that answers your question. I did a lot of singing. I've done a lot of singing. I think I can sing. I don't think I'm a great singer, but I can sing. Will I be streaming on Saturday? No, I only stream weekdays. May I ask if I'm taking estrogen? I am taking estrogen. I've been on estrogen for about 4 years. My girlfriend and I were howling at the beginning of your face reveal video. I think that's a good thing. Or is it? Howling like laughing in a bad way or a good way? Anyways. Thank you, Wing. Thank you, Asher. Can I post the Applebee's stream? It will come out eventually. I think it's in the queue somewhere. I just like randomly, I just have a whole bunch of streams that I've done in the past and randomly schedule them. I don't even know what you're using that from. I don't even know what that means. Seem like you hate your followers. How do y'all feel about that? Does it seem like I hate you? Is that my natural hair pattern? Well, I got FFS recently, so it's been pulled forward. Thank you, Nelly. I seem lazy. I'm too lazy to do anything about it. I don't even need to answer because I know y'all are going to come in and defend me. I know the floodgates are open. What's my curly hair routine? I really just like rinse my hair in the shower. I'll wash it every once in a while, and then I put in leave-in conditioner and I comb. I use like a wet brush it out. I kind of squeeze out any obvious excess liquid, and that's it. Oh, I think I'm good on mods, Kate. I appreciate it. Yeah, me too, Tofuki. Thank you, OG. Thank you, Jam. It was a good thing, laser. Got it. Okay, that's good. Not at all, Brittany. Not at all. Am I at Disney? I'm going to say yes. Let's just say I'm always at Disney. State of mind-wise. Although I really would like to go to Disney again soon. I'm trying to think, like, where it would make sense. Maybe in the fall. Pre-bottom surgery, but I have a few things going on this summer. A Disney trip could make sense. Maybe. I would like to. Oh, thank you, Mac. Am I wearing a dress? I am. Yeah. Tagging along. Yeah, it'd be cool because, and I've learned a bunch on that Disney trip that actually going alone might be preferable. Because I went with my mom, which was awesome, but in terms of content creation, it's actually maybe, I might be a little bit, it might be easier to go on my own. Thank you, Delilah. That's sweet. I should try diffusing my hair. I like my hair the way it is. Diffusing it makes it a little poofier and sometimes a little frizzier. What leave-in conditioner do I use? Asks Jess. Paul Mitchell Tea Tree leave-in conditioner. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. They usually have, single rider lanes for sure. I'm less worried about that and more about like, if I go alone, I'm more nimble and able to just like find new places to stream and stuff. Do you ever get hate in public? Sometimes, but very rarely. My husband and I are going next year. What's my favorite world? Are you going to Disney World or Disney? Oh, what's your fave, world or land? World. There's just a lot more to do there. Land is great. And if you've never been to either, you can't go wrong. But World has Epcot, which is my favorite, and Land doesn't. Can we get a fit check? At the end, we can do a fit check because we're about to have some ice cream. Use Paul Mitchell. It's the best. A blowout? Sure, yeah. I've had those before. Do I have any international travel plans? No, not currently. Yeah, do you like Disneyland? Hey, just wondering, do you still get misgendered? Sometimes. But it's less than, and honestly, even before getting FFS, I was misgendered less than you think. Yeah, Epcot's the best. You're going to Epcot next week. Very cool. Have fun. Good. Yeah, go to Disneyland. Do I use heat protectant on my hair? Only when I'm, applying heat. But generally, yeah. Will my voice change? No, my voice won't change. Hello, Lily. How long ago did my transition begin? 2020. Late 2020. Not going to feminize my voice. Do you like to stay on property at Disney? If I can. It's like twice as expensive. If you can afford it, go for it because you're that much closer to the parks, and they're just good hotels generally. Hello, V3. What lipstick do I use? Maybelline. How old am I? I'm 32. Thank you, Cheesy. I am a natural brunette, yes. The tulip picking thing. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll go to that tulip picking thing. I hear it's just like a lot of waiting in line to get tulips. So I don't really like waiting in line. Maybe it is Maybelline. Hello from Nevada. You prefer Universal Shore? I think ultimately I went to, because I grew up in Florida, and we went to Universal more often. Thank you. And I'll take the check whenever. Thank you. Yeah, horror nights. I loved we growing up in Florida. We got to go to horror nights, Universal Horror Nights, like on school trips. They were fun. What do you think, y'all? Isn't that just like the perfect serving for ice cream? Oh, thank you. You thought I was 25. That's very kind of you. What do we think? If you ever see me in public, you can definitely say hello. Please do. Am I part of the show? MLB the show? Hamilton, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Here, let me give you my card. I think things are picking up a little bit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Respectfully, why don't I want to do vocal feminization? Honestly, the answer is simple. I like my voice. I like my voice. Is that Rocky Road? This is triple chocolate brownie gelato. What do I think about California Adventure? It's good. I told you, it's exactly. Why do I know MLB the show? Because it's a video game and I know all about video games. Thank you, Mimi or My. Appreciate it. I know, isn't it such a beautiful thing? It's like you don't even want to eat it because it looks so perfect. Process for voice change. There's a lot of training videos you can watch. There's vocal coaches. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks. You can get trained. You can watch videos. There's a whole bunch of ways you can. It's just like learning a new skill. Someone asked me, do I believe in God? Let me preface this by saying, I don't hold anything against people who firmly believe in God. I think there's plenty of wonderful, wonderful religious people out there, including people in this stream. I personally don't have an opinion one way or another about God. I've never seen any evidence to say they do exist or they don't. Kind of like ghosts. I think about it like ghosts. Like, do ghosts exist? Maybe. I have no evidence either way. And if I'm being honest, I just don't think about ghosts. I don't think about God. It's not really something I think about. So, yeah. I was raised Jewish, but I never really cared for the religious aspects of it. I tend not to think about ghosts, no. I mostly think about ghosts when I draw the comparison between God and ghosts. I never saw TV Glow, no. Isn't there caffeine in chocolate? A little bit, but not enough to like make a difference. You have religious trauma? I know. I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. Do I get perms? No. I don't get perms. Thank you for the hand heart. Welcome hello from Gainesville, Florida. Hello. The ice cream is so luxurious and it's wonderful. It's so delicious. Here's a cool one. How do you feel about the controversy against you and how my videos are aimed towards younger people? First off, I don't want kids, and I know I'm not answering your question yet, but I'm getting there. I don't want kids. But if I ever did have a kid, and let's say that kid, we'll say they're 5, and they go to play at a friend's house they've never played at before. This is a hypothetical. And that household just happens to be a household with 2 moms or 2 dads. I would be mortified if my 5-year-old pulled up to that play date and saw two moms and looked and said, what do you mean there's two moms? Where's the dad? There can't be two moms, right? I'd be mortified. It's important that we teach young people about the existence of queer people, be it gay or trans. If we don't, then you're running into examples like that, right? Which is not only embarrassing for you and for your kid, it can be hurtful to the people they interact with, that they aren't even aware of their existence. So what do I think about the controversy against me? I stand behind every single video I've ever put out. Hello, foreign girl. I'm proud of them, including the most controversial ones, like the Disney one, the Kurt Cobain one, all of them. I think that as time goes on, people will come around more to different types of trans people. I don't think that the general population is ready yet for a trans person that isn't like super agreeable. Like people are just learning about trans people to begin with. They want a palatable trans person to start. Someone who's like not going to push back. Like, yes, I'm trans, but I'm cool. Like, I'm not going to challenge your views beyond just existing. Like, they need someone they can think like, okay, I'm not sure about the trans thing, but everything else I like, right? Like, everything else is so palatable. I'm not that person. I'm not pretending to be that person. And I never will be that person. So the controversy against me, I'm not surprised by it. I am often disappointed by it. But once again, I stand by what I say. You can absolutely disagree with me. One thing I would ask is if you're someone who dislikes me, which I would imagine is a good amount of the people watching the stream right now, stick around for a while, right? Because if you've only ever seen the videos about me that like expose me as like a terrible person, know that those are like not true, right? They're kind of deeply distorted and untrue things. Stick around because I'm telling you, like I'm not here to do. I'm only here to do good. That is my intent. And I'm sorry. I know I'm not like I don't voice train. I'm not like I'm a little bit weird, maybe a little bit like different. Even if I wasn't trans, like you know, neurodivergent, you could call it that. So I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I get it, but also I'm not that different. I'm not like advocating for anything crazy. I'm just asking for respect, dignity, and human rights. That's what most trans advocates are asking for, with the exception of the weird conservative ones. They're asking for different stuff. Different stuff. Would I be open to fostering kids? No. I don't want kids. Be them fostered or otherwise. I mean, look, if a kid showed up on my doorstep and I was the only one that could take care of them, of course I'd take care of them. I mean, but I have a heart. But at the end of the day, I just don't want kids. There are other things that I value more. The world is already overpopulated. It's not good. It's a problem. We don't need more people. We're good on people. I think some people are just raised to think that like having kids is the end all be all of existence. Like if you don't have kids, then what are you even doing with your life? And that's just not. Why? Why do you have to have kids? Is it so inconceivable that you can't be happy without kids? Like, no. Oh, are you a troll, Brittany? I can't tell. Wait, are you? I think you're both not trolls. Foreign Girl is saying that the hate videos about me are skewed and edited. Brittany V is saying the same thing, but Brittany V misread what Foreign Girl is saying. I understand. You're both cool. Got it. Yeah. Foreign Girl is on the same side. No worries. You're good. What I think about Dylan Mulvaney, I think that Dylan Mulvaney is the mass. I want to say this without sounding rude because this is really a compliment. Let me start by saying I don't know Dylan Mulvaney at all. I've never spoken to her. She's commented on a few of my things over the years, but she seems perfectly nice and kind. And she does a lot of good and changes a lot of minds about trans people. And the reason that she's able to do that, I think, is because Dylan Mulvaney has mass appeal. She's pretty, she is well-spoken, and she adheres, she kind of ticks every box of what even like the undecided people need right now, right? Of like, Dylan Mulvaney has voice trained. She has gotten FFS, right? She is media trained, right? She is like a trans person that a lot of people can be like, okay, she seems okay, right? She seems cool. Which honestly, we need like 10 Dylan Mulvaneys. So what do I think about her? A plus. She's appreciated. I like Dylan Mulvaney. Yeah, Foreign Girl, you're all on the same side. She knows what to say and when to say it. Yeah, exactly. She is on talk show. She's on, like, recently she had that book tour. She's on every single, like, she's on Fallon, I think. You know, that she knows how to be a celebrity. Something I could never do, which is a credit to her. Dylan Mulvaney goes down smooth. That's why I said we need more of her. Someone that people can point to and be like, there's like an upstanding citizen. Well, people in the South hate her, sure, but that's not the minds that she's trying to change. There are people who, no matter what, will never, ever, ever, ever acknowledge the existence of trans people. Never, no matter what happens. We're not trying to change those minds because they're impossible to change. The minds that Dylan Mulvaney and hopefully any trans advocate is attempting to change are the people who have only heard the nasty stuff and not heard or not seen examples to the contrary, right? Only heard that trans people are invading bathrooms, but never, seen a trans person speak eloquently on Jimmy Fallon, right? The South, sure, but like you're talking about, like there's a difference between people who could change and couldn't change, right? Is a big difference between those two people. I'm not saying the whole South can't change its mind. What I'm talking, and there are people in San Francisco who will never acknowledge the existence of trans people. It doesn't matter where you are. Dylan Mulvaney is mass appeal for a trans person in media, which is desperately needed. Now, do I relate to her content? No. But that's because her content isn't aimed at me. You know? I see what she's doing and I respect it. I appreciate it, and I think it is needed. And I think we need 10 more people like her, 100 more people like her. So, thank you, Annie. I appreciate it. Would I date Dylan? I don't know Dylan, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know her in real life. I only know the content she puts out. Do I go to restaurants every single day? When I stream, yeah, but I don't stream every day. Yeah, we need more. We need more people like her. I respect the heck out of Dylan. I think she's really important. All right. Y'all ready to play the guessing game? So, they were very kind, and they comped the mushroom thing for us, which is very sweet. Other trans people you should follow. What are you looking for? Like, what kind of content? Because even though there's only a couple Dylan Mulvaney's out there, if not just one, there's a lot of trans content creators out there. What kind of content are you looking for? Thank you, Annie. I appreciate you. Okay, so we weren't charged for the mushroom thing, but we were charged for the tea, the pasta, and the ice cream. Okay, so I tipped 30-ish%. Yes, with tip. It was very nice of them. And we're here a lot, so, you know, it's nice to kind of, every once in a while, get treated with a little something. I don't know how many times I've been here. It's a lot. But yeah, no, just to reiterate, Dylan Mulvaney, really important person to the trans effort at large to be accepted and loved by, well, maybe not loved, just accepted. Some of y'all are really close. Definitely someone's within $1. Definitely someone's within $1. All right. Anyone else got a guess? Okay. Trans content creators take a political stance. Most of them. Oh, it's really nice. Glad to hear that, Fish Easy. Okay. Unless anyone else has guesses, including tip. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. Chris. Oh, Fish Easy. You guessed it. You guessed without dollars and cents, but you can be an honorary winner because Chris guessed 7501 pre-tip. It was 54.12. Post-tip 74.12. I tipped $20, which brings Chris a little under $1 over, which is pretty impressive. And Fish Easy, you didn't guess cents, but we'll put you in the honorary winner spot. Chris, do you know what you win? Wow. I think anytime the Owen Wilson emoji comes up, I am legally obligated to say wow. I think every time. Wow. You know what you win? Some of y'all know. Some of y'all know the prize. It's a very special prize. Wow. The prize is nothing. Wow. Wow. Nothing. But I'm comping everything as well. It's just not going to appear on your bill. You're also getting everything, but it's just not going to appear on your bill because I'm comping it. I put the pen down. I have not heard of that person, Annie. Oh, I've heard of Elf. I don't really know much about them. I know that they're a controversial person, but that's about it. Anyways, congrats. All right, my friends, I'm going to go snuggle the Nuggle, my dog Nugget, and ponder if I'm feeling well enough to stream tomorrow. I'll probably either post a video tonight or tomorrow if I decide not to stream tomorrow. If you don't see a video, yeah, then I am. What's up, Cody? Did you just pop in? Hi. You snuggle that Nuggle. I will, Poppy. Thank you to everyone who gifted today. Thank you to everyone who subscribed today. Hi. Just at the end. Thank you to my mods today. We had the floodgates open, which we usually don't, but my mods were on it. Small but mighty, the mod squad. Anything else to cover? I don't think so. Oh yeah, once again, from now until I say so, Wednesdays will be streaming on Twitch, okay? So if you want to go subscribe to me there, at LilyTino, it's on my link tree. You can just type it in for Wednesday streams. But until then, well, other than that, still on TikTok. Cool, of course, Foreign Girl. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Annie, for chilling out. Thank you, everyone, for chilling out. And until either tomorrow or Monday, you stay low.